Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Walker Venrick with Sharp Sports Network, bringing you my top 3 favorite GPP plays for this 6-game NBA slate here on December 26th. I hope you all had a very wonderful Christmas. I had a lot of fun. Sorry I could not get a video up for you guys for the Christmas slate, but I know a lot of the members in the chat. I was very active in our members Discord and able to help some people out. We had a relatively successful Christmas GPP-wise. It was a lot of fun. So again, I hope you guys had a great time, spent time with your families, and are ready to get back to it today on the grind. We're going to crush this slate tonight. This is an absolutely awesome slate. It's a really good one for GPPs too. We have a lot of chalk falling, obviously, on this Washington-Detroit game, rightfully so. So I'm going to talk about 3 of my favorite plays. I hope that you guys enjoy this. If you have not already, please do leave a like on this video. We greatly appreciate your support as always. And if you do have any questions, comments, or concerns for us, please leave them in the comment section below. But jumping right into this one here, first guy I want to talk about over here on DraftKings is going to be at the center position and is a little bit cheaper than I think he should be. That's going to be Steven Adams. Steven Adams has a relatively low usage rate this season at just about 17% right now. I do think that he's going to play around 29 to 30 minutes tonight. Anything more than that would just be great if he gets one of these 31-minute games maybe. But I think 29 is roughly where I'm projecting him right now. He's averaging just over 1 DraftKings fantasy point per minute this year, but has looked much better as of late, averaging over 1.2 fantasy points per minute in the last 10-game stretch. So he's definitely been playing much better as of late. And Memphis is actually, they're the 6th fastest team in the league currently, and this is a really strong spot for him. This could be like a 20-point, 15-rebound sort of line for him here. We just saw him do that against this fast-paced Clippers team, so I think that he should have no issue trying to replicate that here in this matchup. The key to this game, though, was the shot attempts. I really want to see him take more shot attempts, get the ball down low, and take. I want to see these 15 shot attempts out of him with the 8, the 7, the 6. If we get any of these, we're going to need him to still be able to hit that 10-point mark, because I think that we're going to need him to smash a double-double to really crush that price tag here at 6,400. But again, I think that this is just going to be a really overlooked play with a lot of other options. And if Karl Anthony Towns misses, then it's really going to go overlooked with everybody locking in Gorgui Dieng over there. So that's my first play for you. My second play over here on FantasyDraft. Again, guys, these plays are all universal plays around all the sites. I just like to show you on every site. That way we get a little bit of different screens while I'm doing these videos. But the second guy is going to be De'Aaron Fox. I find it relatively criminal to make a video and then have a guy on my thumbnail and then talk about him in the next video I post. But that's exactly what we're going to do for the first time, and it's going to be with De'Aaron Fox. He was the cover boy on the December 23rd slate, and he is going to be a very strong play again tonight. I don't have any ownership projections yet, and I am a little worried that he might be a little bit more popular than I expect him to be. But if he does turn out to be a little bit more popular, if the projections and everything like that sort of fall and lean towards him being relatively high owned, I'm okay with pivoting to some other Kings guys like Harrison Barnes and even maybe Buddy Hield, who's got a decent ceiling and a pretty friendly price tag today since his recent drop, I guess, and just the overall efficiency since De'Aaron Fox's return. But he's playing in the second lowest projected total game on this slate, and he's just in way too good of a spot. He's playing the 4th fastest team in the league. The Kings are also on a 4-game losing streak and are 4.5-point favorites here against this Wolves team. This is a pretty key game, I think, for this Kings team to go pull out a win against the Wolves. And I think Fox should just be able to lead the charge here. He's been looking really solid since his return. We loved him against the 3rd fastest team in the league, Houston. I just don't see why we don't like it. We don't go back to the well. I mean, I think we have to go back and run it with De'Aaron Fox today. Again, if he does end up being a little higher owned or projected to be higher owned than I want him to be, then I'm okay with pivoting to guys like Harrison Barnes and maybe even guys like Buddy Hield. And speaking of Buddy Hield, this is kind of like a twofer in one play, but the Timberwolves actually allow the 2nd most fantasy points on average to opposing shooting guards, 2nd or 3rd most. But so that's a little bit of warrant for Buddy Hield. I definitely would not play both, but we'll see where the ownership falls. And the last play I have for you guys over here on FanDuel The tab took a second to load there, but it is Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder has a 27% usage rate when he's on the court this season. He's averaging 0.96 something. I think it's just over 0.96 DK fantasy points per minute this season. Over the last 5 games, he's averaging over 1.25 fantasy points per minute, which is a drastic uptick. So that's a huge, huge difference. He's averaging around 5 3-point field goal attempts per game, and I love the chances that he's going to have to score in this matchup. The upside we get with his consistent rebounding and assists, it's there. I think he has a really, really untapped ceiling. As soon as we start getting some of those double-doubles and perhaps even a triple-double bonus out of him, the potential for Dennis Schroeder is endless at the 2. But he's also seeing quite a few minutes at the 1 for this Thunder team when Chris Paul's off the court. So I definitely don't hate the idea that Dennis Schroeder might be able to take the ball down the court quite a bit against Memphis tonight. I know I talked about 2 Thunder guys, but again, I love these 2 guys. I think they're both going to go relatively overlooked. And if De'Aaron Fox goes overlooked as well, these are definitely my top 3 GPP plays of the slate tonight. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It's a really, really fun slate tonight. Like I said, I had a great day on Christmas Day yesterday. If you're not a member already, make sure you come over to sharpsportsnetwork.com. Feel free to check out our season passes and our shirts. We have some really, really cool designs, and there are more coming, believe me. I know I've said that recently, but we got some new designs in the process. So make sure you come over here, check out the shirts. You can use you can use code Xmas, I believe, until January 1st if you do want to get 15% off your order. But if you do have any questions again for me, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter or hit me up in the comment section below. But I will be here ready to answer your questions today, and I will be live streaming on Twitch around 4 o'clock Eastern. Don't miss it. We're going to have a blast. It's going to be a great slate tonight. So I hope to see you guys out at the live stream later.